How y'all doing? Welcome. This is Netta 27 Sports TV. Thank you, YouTube world, for tuning in. Today, we're going to be talking about some boxing. Talking boxing today. The title of this video is Canelo Alvarez Running from Greatness. Is Canelo Alvarez running away from greatness? That's the title of this video today. The reason why I bring this up, as we all know, a month ago, Canelo Alvarez stopped Caleb Plant in the 11th round to become the undisputed super middleweight champion. However, even though that was an impressive performance by Canelo Alvarez, and I consider Canelo Alvarez my top 10 pound for pound, top 10. Great fighter, great career thus far, great career. However, his career is lacking signature wins. And even though he is the undisputed super middleweight champion, he still hasn't fought the best fighter in his own division, which is David Benavidez. David Benavidez is the linear super middleweight champion who is undefeated. I believe 25-0, 22 knockouts. A very good fighter. And he's been calling out Canelo Alvarez for the last 2 to 3 years. And we have yet to see Canelo take the fight. In my opinion, if Canelo Alvarez really want to call himself the undisputed middleweight champion, he has to fight the best fighter in his division. And he has not done that. Instead, his next fight is supposedly he wants to move up to cruiserweight to fight an African fighter no one has ever heard of. No one has ever heard of. And I'm not going to mention the guy's name because I've never heard of him. So I'm not going to mention the guy's name. Nonetheless, he'd rather fight this dude where he can make more money fighting the best fighter in his division that is left, which is David Benavidez. I don't understand it. Evidently, Canelo Alvarez doesn't want to be great. He only wants to fight fighters that he thinks he can beat. He does not want to challenge himself. Great fighters challenge themselves. That's what makes Sugar Ray Leonard such a great fighter. He fought everybody. He fought monsters. He fought Tommy Hearns. He fought Duran. He fought Marvin Hagler. He fought Hall of Fame fighters. That's what makes Sugar Ray Leonard so great. You know, that's a mark of greatness when you fight everybody in your division, as well as moving up. But when you fight the best in your division, like Sugar Ray Leonard did, that's what makes him great. Same with Floyd Mayweather. Whether you like him or not, his resume speaks for itself. Even upcoming as a young fighter, he fought great fighters in his own division. That's what greatness is about. Challenging yourself, believing in yourself, fighting the great fighters in your division, and not running away from the challenges, which is what Canelo Alvarez has been doing for the last 5-6 years. The Charlo brothers, when he was at 154, didn't fight either one of them. When he was at 160, still didn't fight none of the Charlo brothers. Didn't want to fight Demetrius Andrade. And they've been calling him out for the last 5-6 years. And see, the sad thing about it is, concerning Canelo Alvarez, he could probably beat the Charlos. I mean, he got more experience. Their style is kind of predictable. He could probably beat those guys, but he still don't want to fight those guys. The Andrade fight, that'd be a challenge for him. That's a fight that he could possibly lose. But he don't want to step up to the plate and challenge himself and show his greatness. He don't want to do that. He want to cherry pick. Now here we are after he just won the undisputed middleweight, super middleweight title at 168. He still is not looking to fight David Benavidez, who was the best fighter left in his division. And David Benavidez has been calling him out for the last 2 years. Canelo Alvarez don't want to take the fight. In order to be great, you have to take the fight. Period, point blank. You have to fight the best fighters. If you don't step up and fight the best fighters, that means you're not great. You had a great career, possibly Hall of Fame, but there's always going to be critics out there, not just myself, but professional fighters, managers, trainers, press, who say, yeah, he was a great fighter. But it's a lot of great fighters that he didn't want to fight. It's a lot of great fighters that he avoided. So I don't know if he's a Hall of Fame fighter. I don't know. He didn't step up to the plate. He didn't take challenges. He ran away from those challenges. And that's a bad legacy to have on your career, that you ran away from challenges. You ran away from greatness. You know. And really, if he had any belief in himself, he would take this David Benavidez fight. At least take this fight. You can fight Andre the Charlo. You can fight the guy, but fight this guy first. The best in your division, and you're running away from him. He's been calling you out for 2 years, man. You can't call yourself an all-time great, and you're ducking the great fighters who've been calling you out. Instead, you're moving up fighting guys. Ain't nobody ever heard of these guys. It just doesn't make sense. But in a way, it does to me. It says to me, Canelo Alvarez is saying, I can't beat these guys. These guys are better than me. And I don't want to get an L on my record. To me, that's what that says about Canelo Alvarez. And that's sad because he has the talent to beat some of these top guys. But he don't believe in himself. He afraid to take the challenge. Afraid to take the L. All great fighters lose. All great fighters. Doesn't matter what weight class you're in, it happens. But at least those fighters took the challenges. And that added to their legacy by taking those challenges and not running away from those challenges. And irregardless of what the Canelo Alvarez fans want to say, well, he can fight whoever he wants. Well, yeah, he can fight whoever he wants. That's true. But when people calling you out and you don't take the fight, it's just not a good look. It makes you look like a coward. It makes you say, I don't believe I can beat these guys. And that's what Canelo Alvarez is saying by not fighting David Benavidez, by not fighting Charlo, by not fighting Andre. That's what it's saying, loud and clear. I'm a boxing fan. I'm not a hater of Canelo Alvarez. Once again, I think he's a great fighter. I got him in my top 10 pound for pound, the lower end of my top 10. And I'm going to come out with that video real soon on my top 10 pound for pound boxes in professional boxing. That is coming, so look out for that. But look, I've said enough. I said what I had to say. Let me know what y'all think. Leave your comments. Be respectful. Is Canelo Alvarez running away from greatness by refusing to take challenges and fight the best fighter in his division, which is David Benavidez? Y'all let me know. Once again, this is Netta27. Thank you for watching. I'm coming back with some more stuff. Peace.